So we've made it. The trip, the epic trip. It was an epic trip, let me tell you. I'm going to try this. Is this the boat to Tanga? Yeah. Here we go. We are on our way to Tanga. There we go. And we're leaving Lungwi. Will it be an adventure? So off we go, guys. And here we go. Oh my goodness! We've made it, eh?
Yes.
This is my Boda driver. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah, thank you. Asante sana. Yeah, it's the Dalas. So we'll take a Dala from Habari Bachana. Habari Bachana.
Sorry.
Not too happy about me saying hello. I don't know. Incredibly bumpy, dusty ride. Going somewhere slowly, but we'll get there. Must be the 50th time we've stopped for passengers to get off or on the bus, on the Dala. 50 times I think. But we'll get there. We'll arrive in Mombasa 12 o'clock tonight, I hope, before that. I think the seat is broken in front of me. I can barely get my hand between my seat and the seat in front of me. I'm getting squashed. Now we're on the tuk-tuk to the next Dala station to take the next Dala to the border, Kenya, Tanzania border. Still waiting. Bus is not nearly full, but maybe, I don't know, maybe some 5 more passengers. It's around about 6:30 already, maybe even just before 7. Still waiting. It seems like we'll be leaving soon. Lights are switched off and there's the bus is quite full. We'll be leaving soon, I hope. Can you tell us about the scooter last night?
Scooter?
No, it died. It ran out of gas.
Oh.
And it was so funny. He had to.
Elisha Mafuta. Wapi? Hapo.
Asante.
Gari mpaka Mombasa hiyo.
Asante sana.
Hiyo lala 2:30.
Matatu. We're stopping on 70 cars. Really, more and more people jamming like sardines jamming to the taxi. And there's the ferry. Ooh, so nice.
Halima, that's Swahili name.
How many meters high are these walls?
The walls is about 16-18 meters high.
And why is it called the fort?
Because this fort was built by the Portuguese, and the Portuguese were Christians. Don't spread the Christianity along the East Africa coast.
I see. So then they made it.
So the word fort, it means defense. And that Jesus, so fort was built in the form of a Jesus on the cross. When you look in the aerial view, it's like a human body. It's like a cross. We are going to see the plan of the fort inside. Office $12.
It's about $12.
That's non-resident. So resident East Africa's 400.
Okay. There you see the prices. Carved out of
Museum.
coral.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it took
my word.
only 3 years to carve it. 3 years, from 1503 to 1506 by the Portuguese. Built by the Portuguese 15th century as a military base. We can see the cannon, that's original Portuguese cannon.
But
And,
look at the
400
shape, it's
Portuguese
the
soldiers
shape of
plus
a
the
human
local
body.
people. Original coral rock.
My goodness, look here. It's original coral rock that's been carved. Oh, this is the Sultan's palace. This is only a model. Replica, and the original skeleton is buried underneath.
Yes.
And he was wearing a rosary around his neck. So I kind of missed that, but it was carved out of the coral rock.
Yeah, it was
1593.
1503 to
Yeah.
1506, 3 years
Yeah,
to carve it. Really 3 years to just
3 years to carve
3
it.
years. Yeah.
And so first it was occupied. It was built as a stronghold,
Yeah.
and they lived inside the fort.
For almost 105 years, which is 1 century. They lived there for almost a century. Arabs came
Yeah.
under siege for almost 2 years and 9 months. Portuguese were under siege and all died. So after siege, Arabs took over the fort.
Okay, and then the British, they came, the East Britain Company, or the
East Africa Protectorate began in there 1805.
and it was
Yeah.
facilitated as a prison.
For the freedom fighters in Kenya. So the whole this was a government prison when the English were here. That's why we have the old court outside. Also the Court of Appeal.
Yes.
The oldest court in Kenya. Prison and the court. And the old town we have the first police station. So after you're going to see the old town, you're going to see the first police. So when the British came, Fort Jesus was a prison, and this is the first police. Prison, you see the court over there, Court of Appeal.
If it wasn't for the tree, the building would have collapsed. First police station. The color of the old town is yellow. Okay. The old town is over 600 years old. Oh, look at these doors. The first hotel in Kenya since 1901.
So initially it was opened in there 1899 to enable the Indians who build railways and man home for the family. This old post office. This is handmade. It's all about handmade. You see, we call kikoi.
Habari mchana?
Nzuri.
Oh, poa. Safi sana.
Okay, asante.
Oh, nzuri.
Nzuri?
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Mzuri sana. Mzuri sana.
Nzuri?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a women's empowering project where women make these bags, and some of them are stitching them, some are stitching the handles onto the bag, and this is leather. Look at this, it's good. Okay, this is the Shri Kuch Sastang Swami Narayan temple. It's a Hindu temple. So you're allowed to take videos and as many photos as you possibly can. be warned, drinking. Those people who drink alcohol in their life are taken to hell. There they are forced to drink hot boiling water, hot boiling iron by the hellish people, the Yamdus. Oh man. This is a different temple. Back at Bella Vista, where we had early dinner yesterday. We found Ferry. There we go. It's not nearly, it's not even 100th as good as the Ferry I make. Kid you not. Nevertheless, it was an interesting day, extremely interesting. Bought bus tickets for tomorrow. Going back to Dar. Hopefully we will be in time to catch the ferry back to Zanzibar. But I've been looking for khat many times, but everybody chooses it. And it's freely available, it's everywhere. So I still want to find some leaves to chew on, see what it's like. There's a store across the road. What is it?
The Mira.
Mira.
Yes.
Why do you eat this?
You just pick this.
Yes. And you swallow.
No. No swallowing.
No swallowing.
No. Just chew. And a chewing gum.
And like a chewing gum.
Yeah, you go there.
Okay. Okay. So I think we're going to try it, Mira. Huh? We're going to try it. Yeah, okay. So you eat it. Huh? Do you want to? Huh? Do you want to be in the video?
Yeah, me and you.
Yes. Come. Oh, come. Yes. So okay. So what do you do with the leaves? You chew it?
You chew this one.
Okay. And what does the leaves do to you? It makes you sleep.
You pick this.
Yes.
You pick this and then you eat.
And why? Why do you eat it?
Just to be for our enjoyment.
Because this is like
For our enjoyment.
the way you can see someone drink. When they drink, it makes mind feeling comfortable like that. So if we use this one, it's like making you.
You know.
Okay, so it makes you a little bit tranquil, or what?
Just
You see, when someone drinks,
Yes.
when someone drinks, drink what we call alcohol.
Yeah.
So this is like that, the same.
Okay. Okay. And how much is a bag like this?
This one
100
is 50 and 100.
100 shilling.
100.
100 shilling. But I don't. Even if I want a few leaves.
You want to eat?
Yes.
Will you taste?
Yes, I want to taste, but I don't want a bag.
Just taste.
Only a few.
But you can use also chewing gum or PK.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try this.
But when you use PK,
You think that's something?
when you use a PK,
That's what you enjoy.
you get the sugar inside, yeah? Small. Now it is a very,
Oh, you must take it with sugar.
yeah, we use a chewing gum, same, you see? Same PK. Use the chewing gum.
We eat it with this.
Yeah. It brings a small taste, so it is good like that. But if you use this one normal. No, it is not coming now, only little. So you can balance. Same one for one.
And how many leaves do you eat at a time?
This one is it depends with your head. If you use a small like this one, it depends with your head.
It depends on your age.
Head.
Your head.
Yeah.
But I had 2 beers just now.
Yeah, the way you, it's like alcohol. If you drink little, you will get a small hypothesis.
Leaf number 3.
Yeah.
And this one, it's good to eat as well, this one?
Yeah, but if you think like this, you don't eat on this one hard one. You remove this one hard one, you take this one. You eat something like this. Don't eat all. They not be eat all, but they. You understand?
No, I don't understand. Why are you laughing? It's dangerous to eat this.
It is not danger.
It is not danger.
See, you are.
Just enjoy.
They enjoy to see white woman.
Just enjoy.
You don't see white person. They enjoy to see white person.
I've never seen a white person eating the meal.
Yeah.
Me with the Mzungu in England. Take a picture, but you are well. You just enjoy. Even if you pick many.
Well, I think this is good enough because it's 4 leaves, 5, 6 leaves. It's good,
6
huh?
leaves?
Yeah.
6 leaves are simple.
We'll
You
see.
just pick more than
We'll see what the effect is.
That's not effect. No effect.
Okay.
Just you will have sleepless. You will have a sleepless night.
But when you use chewing gum, you know.
Sleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, like this.
Umechukua mimi sana hayo.
The chewing gum turned green. Is it okay to chew this? Huh? Do you eat it? You eat it too? Okay. Now let's see. We'll wait for 4 hours and see what happens. Oh my lord, I don't know. Okay. But I will tell you tomorrow
Okay, look.
how I feel. If
I'm working here in this building.
Okay, but you won't find me when I'm dead.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
In Mombasa. It was very interesting. Quite an eye-opener. So I didn't know anything about Mombasa. It's really interesting. The streets are so clean, and the taxis colourful and jolly, and thousands of tuk-tuks. So yeah, 2 nights in Mombasa, heading back tomorrow, taking the bus from Mombasa to Dar es Salaam. It's a 9-hour drive, and the bus departs at 6:15. I have to be at the bus station at 5:15 in the morning, so I'm knocking off. It's Thursday morning, and it's a busy morning. 5 o'clock at the Tamid Express. It's the bus we're going to take to from Mombasa to Dar es Salaam. It's a 9-hour bus trip, and it cost roughly $32 to travel from Mombasa to Dar es Salaam. And there is the coach. I'm not 100% sure if that's that one's going to depart a little bit earlier. We wanted to take the early one, but we decided to take the half-hour later one. That one that departs half an hour later. But yeah, so we'll have to wait. And there's another kind of coach. I love this, but luckily we'll not be traveling on one of these. We decided not to do the pirate route again. So yeah, the 72 hours comes to an end in Mombasa. It was interesting. We'll be off in a while. It's a 9-hour drive, 9-10 hours I said. So if we are lucky we will make it in time to the ferry in Dar. The last ferry departs at 4 o'clock. I don't think we're going to make it. If not, we will stay one night in Dar es Salaam. But this is the bus. It's quite okay, but it's a little bit broken and it's not well maintained. Much better than the normal dala-dalas. So, sitting off soon. Getting onto the ferry. It's the only way to get off the island. Beautiful. Oh my word. Gorgeous. You're not supposed to take photos or videos of government buildings or banks. I will not make a video here. It's 10 to 10, I think. We've made it through the border. It took endless, more than 2 hours. Anyway, paid for one business pass and took us into a separate room. I didn't pay outside and anyway, we've made it and we are in Tanzania. And there you see the KFCs and Burger Kings and on the border of Tanzania side. Not again, it's after the border. Seems like it's another bus stop. And you can buy some things to eat and it's a small shop. These are sisal plantations, the agave plants. It was introduced to Tanzania during the late 19th century by the German East African Company. In 1961 it was the largest plantation of sisal in the world. Dr. Richard Windorf introduced the crop into the colony. The sisal plant was smuggled into Tanganyika from Yucatan, Mexico in the belly of a stuffed crocodile. 66 plants survived the journey. We had our second stop since departing this morning. No, we had this the third stop. We had 2 hours at the border in Tanga. We could buy some food and water. Use the bathroom. Entering Dar es Salaam. It's 5:30. There's no chance of catching a ferry across to Zanzibar. The last ferry departed at 4 o'clock. So we arrived in, the bus finally stopped at just before 6:30. The 9-hour bus trip is not recommendable. Honestly, we considered getting off the bus in Tanga to take the fiber back to Nungwi, and we've discussed it, and we decided, what if, you know, we sit on the beach and there's no fiber back to Nungwi. So we will overnight at a hotel nearby, and we'll take the ferry tomorrow to cross over to Zanzibar. It was the last night of 4 nights of the epic journey. We spent the night in a hotel called Q in Dar es Salaam. It was incredibly noisy. Look at the beautiful Zanzibar style beds, the Zanzibar style beds. It is my favorite in the world. 20 years ago, when I saw this for the first time, I fell in love with these beds. Look at this, isn't it gorgeous? It was one big adventure. Loved it. So this is the ticket office. There are several ferries, but at the moment it's not that busy. So we get buy a ticket and go to Zanzibar. Okay, we've got our tickets and now we're heading towards the ferry. Look at the buildings. It's quite modern in Dar es Salaam. And it's around about a 2-hour ferry ride to Zanzibar. So I forgot to mention the price per person if you're not a resident, a non-resident. It's $35. And you have to have your passport ready and your bags go through security check. Inside the ferry, it's very spacious. It's almost like airplane seats. Fortunately, we couldn't grab a seat by the window. All the window seats have been taken. Contrast arriving in Zanzibar Stone Town compared to arriving in Pangani. Stone Town, look at that beautiful building. Gorgeous. Love that. Local market. So noisy. Extremely noisy. Making our way to catch a Dala home.
Oh, don't talk a photo.
Dala to Ferry. So this is the Dala. Sorry. So this is the last leg. There we can buy water and cooked eggs with salt, very nice. And hello, Jumbo, the friendly mama, the friendly baby. And there's the eggs. So we will be home soon after the epic journey. Right, so got off the Dala. Jumbo, pua. Okay, closer to home, this is our little veggie stall where we sometimes buy veg. And our neighbors, and this is our one friendly neighbor, Jumbo. And here is the house. And the rental car and the broken chimney. So we will soon be knocking on the door and Jumbo, Jumbo.
Money, pee-pee.
Money, pee-pee.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Arrived back home in Persia, and here they are. Oh, they want to know about say hello. Gina Lakurinani. Fahmi. Harith. Okay, better I know your name already. Look at this one. And here they want to know about the trip, and Adam's educating them about the different countries and so forth. My boy.